Good morning. How are we all doing? It's week 10 and it is another glorious day here on the south coast of England. We are at 1.75 miles into an 18-mile run. It's Wednesday today. I put the long run off by a day. I had my COVID vaccine, my first COVID vaccine on Monday. I didn't want to push my body on Tuesday, so I did a little short 4 miles, nice easy 4 miles, which was fine. So I knew I'd be right for today. Everything's fine. I had a bit of a sore arm, that was about it. So week 10, guys, week 10. And we are one training week away from the new Forest Rattler Marathon, which I'll talk a little bit more about at the end of the video, but later on. But last weekend did well, so I did that really tough, challenging 15 miles. I had a nice recovery run on the Wednesday, 6 miles. Did a long hill session with the running group on Thursday evening. That went very well. Another easy one on Friday, and then I had the weekend off because my wife and I were away for our anniversary. So I had 3 days off, which is a nice rest, and we're bang into week 10. Feeling all right. Oh, what a lovely day. So plan today, 18 miles, relatively flat today compared to what we've been doing. It's a little under 900 feet, I think, top elevation, which is nothing over 18 miles. So we're going through the woods a little bit, and then we're going to go the Hamble River, and we're going to run almost to the mouth of the Hamble River, and then back up the Titchfield Canal, which I ran down, I think it was week 2 I ran down that, back up the Titchfield Canal, and then to home. So it's a really big 18-mile loop, and it's just about time on my feet now for this one, and that's 2 miles. Wow. So as I said at the end, we'll talk about next week and the marathon. In the middle I'll talk about the new camera, because I forgot to talk about it last week because it was so difficult. But until then, I guess I'll see you on the river. Okay, we are at 9.74 miles and just over an hour 35 gone, so that's not bad going. Not bad going, happy with that. Legs are feeling good, hydrated well. We're all right at the moment, it's going all right. So, oh, sorry, thank you. Parting the dogs like the Red Sea. So, cameras. I want to talk a bit about cameras because this GoPro Hero 7 has done very well over the years. I did all the training, or most of the training for Berlin Marathon, and it's doing all the training for this 50k, and it's done well. It's done me well. However, I think I need a bit more, so I'm going to invest in a 360 camera. That way, when I'm editing, I can get basically any shot I want whilst it's filming. So I've been looking at the Insta 360 and also the GoPro Max. I mean, the GoPro Max will probably be easier because I'm more used to the software, and the footage looks good enough, so we'll see. I think that's going to be the plan. Definitely an upgrade to a 360 camera. I'm going to try and get it, I will get it, in time for the 50k. So the Serpent Trail 50k, I will film that 360. I'll probably get it a couple of weeks before, on a couple of long runs, and then for the big 50k. And of course, that's not the end, is it, the 50k? That's just my short-term goal, and then we move on to bigger and better things. So yep, feeling good. I'll stop for a snack around the half marathon point, and we'll have a chat then about next week's marathon. See you in a bit. Okay, so just stopped for my snack. I stopped on bang on a half marathon, 13.1 miles, and we've done that in 2 hours and 8 minutes. So that's okay. I'm happy with that. Anything under 2 hour 10 is a good half marathon at the long run pace. So next week is the New Forest Rattler Marathon. I don't think the elevation is too bad. Certainly less than what we ran last week across 15 miles. So across 26, running less than that, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I guess because it's a training run, let's have some water. I'm not competing in this marathon, it's a training run, so I'll probably run the same pace that I do normal long runs. And so we go. The aim of the game is to survive with very little damage. I need to finish knowing that I've got more in the tank. That's the aim for this marathon next week. And who knows how it'll go. I won't go off too fast. We'll pace it well. We'll hydrate well. We'll take some salt tablets if it's hot. We'll get nutrition right the day before. I'll start drinking between 3 or 4 litres a day, probably from this weekend. A good week of 3 or 4 litres a day to make sure I'm fully hydrated. And that's about it. That is about it. So it's a big week. So what, week 10 now? So week 11 is a big week. It's 5 weeks out from the 50k. It'll be a real test. I haven't done a marathon since the one on the South Downs Way, which broke me. So who knows, but it'll be a lot of fun. I'll take you guys with me, and we'll see how we go. So I'm gonna head off home now. It's just under 5 miles to go. I'll check in just before I finish, and we'll chat about the rest of the week coming, and the plans for the video next week, because obviously the marathon is on the Sunday. I won't be running it in the week, but I'll talk to you then. See you in a bit. So unfortunately my map hasn't worked correctly, and I've just hit 17 miles and I'm almost home, so I'm gonna have to finish, but that's okay, because 1 mile's not going to make too much of a difference. Oh, so I'm feeling quite tired actually, but I guess that's, I don't know if that's to do with the vaccine or not, but everything else though, I'm good, very good. So next week, huge week, the New Forest Rattler Marathon. So I'll spend the early part of the week doing a couple of easy runs, then I'll do a hill session Thursday night, and then I won't do anything Friday and Saturday until the marathon Sunday. Obviously recording on Sunday means there won't be a video out next week in the middle of the week. So what I'll try and do is get it out on Monday morning, the week after, and then I'm likely to be doing a long run on Tuesday or Wednesday that week, and then it'll be a normal run, it'll be a normal video from then on. So there we go, we're done. We are done, week 10. Oh dear. And next week is the big test, New Forest Rattler Marathon. So, have a great week, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you at the New Forest Rattler Marathon. Bye bye.